Guys, so today I decided to do another video about how I do my hair, and normally I do it the straight way, just kind of straighten one side and tuck this side, but today I'm going to show you how I actually curl it sometimes. You can kind of pretty up the front a little bit and then kind of sass up the back is what I like to do. So I have two different wands that I've used. Mainly I use this one when I have super long hair because it does really big curls. With this length of hair, I'll probably stick to just using this one. Starting off, of course, always heat protectant. That's the first thing I always do before I put any heat on my hair. And what I'm going to do this time, initially anyway, is go ahead and flat iron most of it just to kind of tame it, especially this side. And then the back, I'll probably be flipping out. And then on this side, I'm not really going to touch it because I'm actually going to curl this side. If I were to flat iron it and then try and curl it over it, it wouldn't hold very well because the flat iron's already made it flat. So my last video, you know that I have the GHD straightener. Okay, it's feeling pretty hot at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and flat iron this side of my head where I have the shorter hair. Just going to go ahead and tuck that back. And then this back here, it's still kind of crazy. What I'm going to do is start flipping it out so the back kind of has an outward flip to it. And then this section right here, the long part, is what I'm actually going to be focusing the curl on. So I'll show you how it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around and start working on the back while I have my flat iron hot. And the very, very top of my hair, the blonde layer, I'm going to keep that flipped downward and then only focus on flipping out the dark layer. How your hair is cut, it may not lay exactly how you want it, but I would just say play around with it, try a few different things before you're stuck on one of them. It really kind of gives the back some texture. And then just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of product back there. Redken House Whip number 4. It's just kind of like a gooey paste, kind of. So, put a little bit on my hands, and then just kind of scrunch it through the back. And that way the back just kind of maintains that messed up look. I like to call this look class in the front, sass in the back. You'll see once I get the front done. Okay, I went ahead and plugged in my Remington wand, and I'm going to go ahead and set it to 392 just to be safe. 410 is the highest setting, but I think 392 will be sufficient. Definitely don't forget your styling glove. Whenever you're using these wands, they get super hot, so make sure you have your glove and put that on. And so what I like to do is start from the back. You can use product beforehand, you can use product after, you can do both. I'm not going to worry about it this time. But as you can see, my hair has a distinct wedge cut to it, so probably some of this I won't work with as much, but the predominant part will be this long part. So, just take a section of the hair and wrap it around the wand. And there's actually 2 ways I've found I can do this. You can wrap the hair flat like I have it right now, or you can actually gather it and do like a section, almost like a thick pencil, and twist it that way around the wand, but it doesn't, to me the curls are a little bit more ringlety if you do that, and I actually like them flat where I can separate them and create more wave and texture. So you can see I'm just kind of creating little loops. It may not look like much yet, but I promise it will. And I concentrate most of the hair toward the smaller part of the barrel. That way I can get the most curl out of the short length of hair. In the past, I've had so many different hot styling tools that haven't worked very well on my hair, or the curl will fall immediately out. But now that I found these wands, I just love them. They work so well. That, and they're super cheap, so you really can't beat that. The main focal point of this is going to be right here. This is what you're going to see right in front. And you can definitely alternate directions if you want. I tend to do them all toward the back. But when I had super long hair, I was alternating directions. I was changing the thickness of the loop. I was grabbing larger sections of hair, smaller sections, really changing it up. You can see what I've created so far. Kind of a mess, but now we're at the front. So I'm going to take the front and wrap it fully around the barrel, nice and flat, nice and tight. And then what I'll do with my gloved hand, just kind of spread the hair a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more curl right up here. So you can see what the front looks like, but I need to fix this side a little bit to make it a little more flat. When it lays nice and flat, it just looks so much cleaner to me. And then this side, you can pin it. Looks like I need to fix this part right here. Just to kind of curl it back in a way so it doesn't stick out. Clip it, or you can spray the hell out of it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and spray the hell out of it this time. I just think overall this look is very polished. I feel like it looks a little more sophisticated. Many people probably think when you get a short haircut, you're kind of screwed because you're very limited as far as what you can do. But I find if you play around a little bit and do different tricks, you'll actually be surprised the different styles you can do on a short haircut. But as you can see, the front has the class and the back has the sass.